What's up YouTube, back with another video, and in this video we're going to be talking about why it's important to spend time by yourself and the difference between being alone versus being lonely. Being mentored by someone that has exactly what I want.
My life, I had to fight for my life. I had to fight for my life.
The real you is still a little child who never grew up. Straight off the bat, the difference between being alone and being lonely is when you are alone, you are by yourself, right? Now, the idea is to be alone, to learn to enjoy spending time by yourself, away from anybody else's ideas, opinions, thoughts. That's what being alone is, when you are just by yourself. Being lonely is when you are missing someone. It's when you are missing other people. It's when you are by yourself but you are missing people. And it's important that there's a clear distinction, because people who enjoy being alone aren't necessarily lonely. They just enjoy themselves more than being around other people. And that's a superpower. And it's important that you develop that you spend time, you practice being alone, because it's the only way you're going to truly get to know who you are. And it's the only way you're going to be able to understand the parts of you that you want to better, right? You're never going to be able to pinpoint, or you're never going to be able to prosper and grow into the person you want to become if you spend time around other people's ideas and other people's energies. If you don't know how to spend time by yourself, you're never going to know what you truly want. People who spend time by themselves, they get addicted into doing so, because it gets addicting. Spending time by yourself, it's easier when it comes to understanding and seeing the process in whichever goal or whatever it is you want to manifest. But when you're hanging around other people in crowds and groups of friends, sometimes you could get lost in the feeling of being with other people, and you can get lost in their lives and what they want, that you almost don't even know what you want. Like, a lot of people that don't ever spend time alone, they don't, when you ask them what it is that they're working on, or what it is that they're working for, or what do they really want, a lot of them don't know, or they can't pinpoint exactly what they want. And how are you going to be able to build the future, or how are you going to be able to manifest your dream life and get away from the life that some people always complain about, if you don't know what you want? So it's important that you take time off and you dedicate some time to just practice spending time by yourself. Ever since I really started spending time by myself, alone, whether it's working on things or whether it's, just me in my office, it's like it's a superpower. When you spend time by yourself, you can see directly what it is that you want, and you can spend all the time in the world on trying to achieve that, versus when you're with friends, you're not going to fully focus on yourself because you're with a friend. So, like, you're going to be caught up in like trying to please them, or like you guys are going to make plans to do something else. I almost get lost in time because there's so much you end up seeing that you can do. There's so much work that needs to be done when you think of self, when you spend time by yourself, whether it's, how fit do you want to be? Do you want to gain weight? Do you want to lose weight? Your image, do you want new clothes? What type of car do you want? What type of girlfriend? There's so much in life that when you really isolate yourself, you can start seeing clearer, as opposed to when you're with other people. So it's important to isolate yourself, guys. It's important to give yourself that space away from people, because it's almost like a fast. It's like if you ever fasted from food, as soon as you stop eating food, you almost realize, how blessed you are to have the food, how good food is for your body and what it does. Like, you start seeing the purpose. So when you start spending time by yourself, you start almost seeing past your negative thoughts. Like, you start understanding certain impulses that you have naturally. Like, maybe you always start, on an unconscious level, you look for people, and you never really understood why you looked for people until you isolated yourself and you understood, because you don't love yourself as much as you think, you know? Or sometimes you want to hang around other people because maybe they make you feel better about yourself, or maybe like they're not as in shape as you are, so like it compliments you. Like you just start noticing all of these, I like to call them runaways in a sense, because you know, we're all running away from something. You know, we're all trying to fill a void. And so when you spend time by yourself, you start seeing, like, you know, you can't avoid things. You just start seeing everything that you want to do, everything you want to better. And again, it's your choice if you want to better yourself, and if you want to tackle it straight on. But separating yourself gives you that clarity that being or hanging around a group of people isn't ever going to get you guys. So yeah, I just wanted to keep the video short. But yeah, guys, practice spending time by yourself, and maybe you guys actually might enjoy spending time by yourself more than hanging around with friends. You know, it's good to have a balance, but for sure, if you guys want to better yourself, if you guys have a crazy goal in mind, if you guys have this dream, you gotta be able to lock in. Like, you gotta be able to spend time by yourself, because whatever you might want right now, and your friends might not have that same energy, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're never gonna get there by trying to convince your friends. Like, you gotta show them. You gotta take the first steps. You gotta do it first, and then let the rest attract itself to you. You know, don't be afraid to take those steps. Don't be afraid to close the door. Don't be afraid to say no. You're never gonna become something great if you just keep saying yes. You gotta be selfish with your time. Yeah, guys. If you liked the video, like, leave a comment, subscribe. Road to 1,000 subscribers. Let's get us to 1,000 subscribers. I'm trying my best. Well, I'm not trying my best, you know. Like, my camera's all weird. It keeps turning off and on. But it's better quality than my phone. I'm gonna go get it checked out soon. But yeah, guys, that's it.